Alright, how's it going, everybody? In this video, we're doing something a little different. I recorded the video and it's sped up, and now I'm just doing some narration over it. It's still kind of long. I mean, it's 10 minutes, and I'll just be talking for 10 minutes about what's drawing here. And if you haven't guessed already, or I mean, it's probably the title of the video, but we're drawing Beedrill. Everybody loves Beedrill. Everywhere I go, people are talking about Beedrill, how great Beedrill is. Beedrill is the best. Just the best. Beedrill's number one. So yeah, I'm using a reference, of course. This isn't from memory, of some Beedrill art, and I'm going to do some watercolors, but we're still outlining here in pencil, and then we'll pen it, and then we'll color it. Yeah, so were you a Beedrill person or a Butterfree? Were you getting Weedle or Caterpie? You'll have to let me know. Honestly, I was a Butterfree person because I think that's what Ash had, and that's what I used, but Beedrill might be the better one overall. I don't know. We're drawing, and I'm just watching it draw, recording the audio. Maybe should have written a few things down to be saying here, but we're just going for it. Whatever. Let's explain what we got going on here. We got a pencil which we're using, which is a 2B pencil. That's what I'm using right now, as you can see. Over to my right, there's a Muji pen and a Posca marker, thin, fine point. And on the right is some watercolors. I don't use the Posca marker at all. That's just there to fill out the scene a little more, because I never know what to put in. Oh, there we go. I'm on to the inking stage, where now you can see my hair. I'm getting a little more careful. I'm trying to be a little more precise with what I'm doing. Also, there's my cat coaster with my two watercolor buckets, water dip, whatever. One dirty, one clean, which we'll see that happen as it goes. Yeah, the reference I'm using here is the original Ken Sugimori art of Beedrill. Maybe I'll put a picture up if I can figure out how to do that. If not, then I'm just talking nonsense. But yeah, I was looking at it, and I believe he used watercolor on his. He does much better. You'll see towards the end that I do butcher this. I mess up the wings pretty bad, and the whole thing's ruined. But that's alright. I'm not really a perfectionist, so just going to keep going with it. And we're getting some traces of the wings here. Not traces. I didn't trace this. I mean, I think it's obvious I didn't trace it. It's not really spot on. But maybe me saying that just makes it sound like I was tracing it, but I didn't. I penciled it all out and then did the outline. I'm tracing the pencil lines, I guess. Oh, here we go, erasing. Alright, we're ready to move on to some color. Here we go. This looks kind of fun, erasing in 4x speed. And then this, here we go. This is a cool little object. It's a keyboard vacuum, which I use to suck up the eraser shavings. And I brought the blue kyanite into frame. That was out of frame. I just brought it down. That's just some crystal for some crystal healing. Alright, we're getting into the color. I think I was going to be doing wet on wet, but I forgot. I just kept forgetting. So the only time I really did it is on the head here. Maybe a few other spots, but we got this yellow. I don't know if it's really the exact yellow of Beedrill, but it's the yellow I have. So that's what we're going with. You know, and it's looking pretty good so far, but again, I do end up butchering it in the end on the wings. So we'll see that. I just go way too heavy on the paint. The thing I like about watercolor is like the light, the texture, the light texture of it, the watery, and just a little bit of paint, which I still haven't really been able to figure out quite how to get it the way I like it. So I still need some practice for that. But, you know, the Beedrill, it's still a pretty good Beedrill. if I do say so myself. We're about halfway through the video here, and we'll be seeing what's happening soon. I use black mostly for the limbs. I think they're a little more gray, and then a grayish blue even for the wings themselves, but that should be a very, very light gray blue. I think I'm adding some white here to try to add the shine, but I just say forget it and keep going. It's kind of fun watching the water change color as you dip and clean the brush. I'm only using the one brush, even though there's a bunch in the top left over there. The trusty, very used paper towel to clean the watercolors. I see no need to get rid of that yet, so I still use it, even though in this video I think I have a different paper towel in my hand. Yeah, there it is, you can see it. I'm using that. I think the paper towel just kind of looks cool. Oh, I switch up the brush. I think I'm trying to get a little fine detail here. Oh yeah, because a little red came out of the border of the eye, which I didn't like, but I just move past it. Now I'm mixing up the gray. I want it to be nice and watery. Oh, there you go, doing a wet on wet again just for that leg. I just want a nice light watery gray. I think there's a lot of water on here right now. I'm probably thinking I'll just mop it up in a second. Now I'm wondering if I should have sped this video up even more, because 10 minutes is kind of long and I'm just ranting here. But just explaining the process, I guess. That's kind of boring. We can talk about Pokemon more. I love bug Pokemon. I like bugs in general. They're pretty cool, and Beedrill's cool. Bug Poison, that's a good typing. Where I think Butterfree is Bug Flying. You think it might be Psychic, but it's not. Cocoon is cool. Weedle's cool. I'm thinking maybe what I'll do for the thumbnail of this is just do that, like, who's that Pokemon, and just put the painting of it, even though, give it away, it's no secret who the Pokemon is. We all know. And like I said, everybody loves Beedrill. I love Beedrill. Beedrill's the best. He's number one. Greatest Beedrill. And the reason I decided to do Beedrill is because one of my streams I did where Beedrill is in the thumbnail got like the most views pretty much out of any, I mean besides shorts, but I don't really count the shorts. Like I said a few times, I'm trying to move away from those, but that stream got a bunch of views, and I really don't know why. It's a vertical stream, so I mean I guess most people watch YouTube on their phone. I don't know. So I was just like, maybe Beedrill was the key here, because everybody loves Beedrill, so like let's do a Beedrill. Here we go. Here begins the process of butchering the wings, and there it is. Way too much paint on the wing. It should really only be light. If you look at the left leg, kind of where my hair pokes in a few times, to the left of the left leg, there's some streaks. I think I dripped some paint and I tried wiping it up. That's pretty much the color I was looking for to do the wings. The right wing, I guess my right wing, is worse than the left wing. I try spreading it out, and I think I really only do make it worse, but it shouldn't be that blue. It should just be a light, thin bug wing type thing. Bee wing, Beedrill wing. So my left, I think looks much better than my right wing. But what can you do? Like I said, I'm just going to move past it. Here's me trying to thin it out with some water, and I think it's kind of working, kind of not working, but the left is really where it's at. His drills come out pretty good, and a little fun Beedrill fact is the stinger on his butt is the only one that is poisonous. I guess the ones on his hands are just for attacking without poison. They just hurt. You wouldn't want to be stung by that. But who wouldn't love a nice Beedrill to ride around on and, fight your battles for you, your Pokemon battles. Alright, we're getting towards the end here, so we will see you in the next one. Be sure to leave a comment if you like Beedrill and want to see more stuff like this.